Welcome to Healthier Daily. I'm Dr. Ben Carter. It is hard to believe, but what if I told you that a single dollar, $1, can now do what a $60 tub of protein powder cannot? I have seen this in my own practice. I have seen older adults who were told by experts that they needed these expensive, complicated lab-made supplements just to stay strong, suddenly rebuilding real muscle, real strength using everyday foods you can buy with pocket change. For decades, we have been sold a marketing lie. We've been told that health has to be expensive, that after 60, you need these powders, these shakes, these unpronounceable ingredients to fight off muscle loss. But today we are going to talk about the protein paradox. The truth is not that protein powder is bad. The truth is, it's just incomplete. It is only one single piece of a much larger puzzle. To help us understand why these simple $1 foods are so much more powerful, I'm joined by Dr. Shigaki Hinohara. Dr. Hinohara, you've said for years that the supplement industry is selling us a single ingredient, but not the system our bodies actually need.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Yes, this is the great confusion. It causes so much frustration. My patients come to me and they are spending so much money. They say, Dr. Hinohara, I am drinking my expensive shake every day. Why do I still feel weak? I ask them to think of their body after 60 as an old construction site. When you were 30, it was a new construction site. You could just dump a pile of bricks protein on the ground, and the workers, your cells, would immediately get to work and build. But after 60, your construction site is older. It is wiser, and it has problems. It has three main problems. First, the workers are lazy. This is a real thing called anabolic resistance. Your workers, your cells, are now hard of hearing. They are sitting down and they will not start the job even when the bricks are there. Second, the roads are broken. The roads, your gut, that are supposed to deliver the bricks to the construction site are cracked and full of potholes. The bricks can't even get there. And third, and worst of all, the construction site is on fire. It is full of chronic low-grade inflammation.
That is the perfect analogy. So in this metaphor, what is that $60 tub of protein powder?
It is just bricks, that is all. It is a very, very expensive pile of bricks.
And that is the protein paradox. You are spending $60 to airdrop a pile of bricks onto a burning construction site with lazy workers and broken roads. The bricks just pile up unused. It is a complete waste.
But the $1 foods we will talk about today, they are different. They are not just bricks. They are the master system.
That's exactly right. These simple whole foods are the bricks. Plus, they are the foreman who wakes up the lazy workers. They are the road crew that repairs the broken roads your gut. And they are the fire department that puts out the inflammation.
You do not need more bricks. You need to fix the construction site first. That is the secret.
This is a completely new way to look at muscle. Before we reveal the foundation and the system, we want to hear from you. Have you ever felt this frustration? Maybe you've tried the powders and just felt stuck. If this construction site analogy makes sense to you, please type system in the comments below. And if you are ready to stop buying incomplete pieces and start building the full system, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button.
Welcome back. We have just exposed the protein paradox. We know that just dumping bricks protein powder onto a burning, broken construction site, an inflamed body, is a waste of money. But to be fair, we must start with the foundation, before you can have a fire department or a road crew, you do need the bricks. Your body must have the raw materials to build muscle. The protein powder industry is not wrong about this. They are just incomplete. They are selling you only the bricks. But where did they get those bricks in the first place? They got them from these simple $1 foods.
That's the absolute truth. The two most popular expensive powders in the supplement aisle are whey, a fast-acting protein, and casein, a slow-acting protein. And they are both derived from milk. But the $1 foods on our list, they are the original source. They are the bricks plus all the magic cofactors that the factory strips away during processing. Let's start with the king of casein. This is Food 6 Greek yogurt. A $1 cup of plain Greek yogurt gives you 18-20 grams of protein. But it is not just any protein. As the opponent's video said, it is mostly casein protein. Why is casein the king for seniors? Because it is slow releasing. A fast protein like whey is good after exercise, but casein forms a gel in your stomach. It releases a steady, slow drip of bricks, amino acids to your muscles for up to 7 hours.
This is critical. Remember our lazy workers' anabolic resistance. They are hard of hearing. They miss the signal if it is too fast. But casein is not a shout. It is a constant, steady whisper all night long. The McMaster University study was right. This slow drip is what maintains muscle mass, even when you are not active, because it prevents your body from eating itself while you sleep.
But here's the $60 question. Why is this $1 yogurt better than the $60 powder? Because the powder is just the bricks casein. The yogurt is the bricks plus probiotics, the road crew. Probiotics, the live cultures, heal the broken roads your gut, which improves your ability to absorb the bricks in the first place. The powder does nothing for your gut. And that brings us to Food 2 cottage cheese. This is the other king of casein. A single cup has a massive 25 grams of slow-releasing protein. This is the food that starred in that incredible Florida State University study. The opponent's video was 100% correct. Seniors who ate cottage cheese before bed gained 60% more muscle than other groups. Why? Because they were flooding their body with that slow drip of bricks all night long, right when your growth hormone is highest and your repair work is happening.
This is the night shift secret. You are stocking the construction site with bricks ready for the night crew to use them.
And again, why is this $1 food better than the $60 powder? Because it is incomplete. The powder is just the bricks. Cottage cheese is the bricks plus conjugated linoleic acid CLA. This is a special fat that blocks the demolition crew, the enzymes that break down muscle. And as the opponent said, it has highly absorbable calcium for your muscle contractions.
So you see, the bricks casein are the foundation. They are essential. But why would you pay $60 for just the bricks when you can pay $1 for the bricks plus the road crew probiotics and the security guard CLA? It is not a war. It is just a smarter choice. Welcome back. In the last step, we gathered our foundation. We have our bricks. We have our casein protein from our $1 Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. This is wonderful. The delivery truck is loaded with bricks. But what happens if the road to the construction site is broken? What if the bridge is out? What if the road is full of potholes and bandits' inflammations? The truck, your protein, can never reach the construction site, your muscles. It is stuck. This is the state of most senior guts. If you do not repair the road first, you're just piling up bricks at the side of a broken bridge. You are wasting your money and your protein.
That is a perfect description of one of the most exciting new areas of science. This is System Solution 1, repairing the roads. Medically, we call this the gut-muscle axis. Axis is just a fancy word for a hotline or a direct connection. We have now proven that the health of your gut, your road, directly controls the health of your muscles, your construction site. A healthy gut, a smooth road, lets all the bricks amino acids pass through, and it sends go-to-work signals to your muscles. A broken, inflamed gut, a broken road, blocks the bricks from being absorbed, and it sends panic signals, inflammation, throughout your body, telling your construction site to shut down. This is the biggest thing that $60 protein powders completely ignore. They do nothing to repair the road. But our $1 foods, they are the road crew.
This brings us to the secret weapon foods. These are Food 3 black beans and Food 1 lentils.
These foods are the ultimate road crew. Let's start with black beans. A cup of black beans costs pennies and gives you 15 grams of protein. That's great, but the protein is not the point. The real medicine is the resistant starch. This is a special fiber that you cannot digest, but your road crew, your good gut bacteria feast on it. When you feed your road crew this superfood, they repair the road. They patch the potholes. They build a healthy gut lining that can finally absorb all the bricks protein you're eating. The Harvard study the opponent mentioned was right. This is how people who ate beans daily naturally raised their growth hormones. They weren't eating hormones. They were fixing their road so the building signals could finally get through.
This is profound. The protein powder just sits on the side of the broken road. The black bean, it rebuilds the road so the protein can be delivered. It is a system fixer.
And that brings us to the champion Food 1 lentils. Again, 18 grams of protein for pennies. But the protein is not the magic. Lentils are packed with a compound that the opponent mentioned, and it is revolutionary. It's called spermidine. Spermidine is the chief engineer of the road crew. That Japanese research is incredible. Spermidine reverses cellular aging by triggering autophagy. Autophagy is just a deep cleaning process. The chief engineer spermidine goes to your construction site and clears out all the old, rusty, broken machinery, damaged cells, so the new bricks can actually be used. This is why the lentil group beat the whey protein group in that study. The whey group just dumped more bricks protein onto an old, messy site. The lentil group cleaned up the site first with spermidine and delivered bricks lentil protein. Of course they built more muscle. They were using a complete system.
So you see, you cannot just eat bricks. You must repair the road with beans and clear the site with lentils. Our community here is so wonderful. We love to know who we are on this journey with. Please tell us in the comments, where are you watching from today? What state or what country? It gives us so much energy to read your answers. Welcome back to our old construction site. Let us see what we have built. With our foundation Greek yogurt cottage cheese, we have a beautiful pile of bricks casein. With System Solution 1, lentils, black beans, we have repaired the roads, our gut, so the bricks can actually be delivered. This is wonderful. The bricks are arriving. The roads are clear. But there is still one giant problem. We can smell it. The construction site is on fire. This is the silent killer of all progress. This is chronic low-grade inflammation. It is a slow-burning fire that is everywhere on your site, in your joints, in your arteries, and in your muscle tissue. Your workers, your cells, cannot build. When they are running around with buckets of water trying to put out the fire, It is a waste of energy. It is a waste of bricks.
He is exactly right. This is System Solution 2, the fire department. That fire Dr. Hinohara is talking about chronic inflammation is a direct enemy of muscle growth. Scientifically, inflammation blocks the go signal. It stops your body from flipping the switch, the mTOR pathway that tells your muscles to build. You can eat all the protein in the world, but if your body's on fire, that protein signal will never be heard. The bricks will just sit there and rot. So what is the answer? The $60 protein powder does nothing to fight this fire. It is just bricks. But our $1 food list, it has its own fire department. This brings us to food 5-can sardines. Sardines are without question one of the most powerful system foods on the planet. This is the ultimate $1 2-for-1 tool. First, they are bricks. A single $1.50 can of sardines is packed with 23 grams of the highest quality, complete protein. Second, they are the master fire crew. They are loaded with 2 of the most powerful firefighters in nature, omega-3s, EPA, DHA, and vitamin D. Let's talk about that fire. The omega-3s in sardines are the water cannon. They directly cool down the chronic inflammation that is burning your sight. The opponent's video was 100% correct. These omega-3s make your muscles more sensitive to protein. They clear the fire so the workers can finally pay attention to the bricks. And the vitamin D, most seniors are severely deficient in this. And that deficiency is a direct cause of muscle weakness and more inflammation. Sardines with the bones are one of the only food sources where you get bricks protein, firefighters omega-3s, and the master key vitamin D all in one bite.
The results from this are not theory. They are real.
They are absolutely real. That University of Western Australia study was incredible. They took seniors and had them eat sardines just 3 times a week. In only 2 months, their grip strength, a key marker of total body strength and longevity, increased by 28%. That is a better result than most people get from lifting weights. Why? Because they were not just adding bricks. They were putting out the fire with omega-3s at the same time.
This is the wisdom. The 60 powder is just bricks. The 1 sardine is the bricks plus the entire fire department. Which one do you think will build a safer, stronger house? Welcome back. Let us review our old construction site. It is now a beautiful place to work. We have our bricks casein, from yogurt, cottage cheese, ready and waiting. We have repaired the roads our gut with our road crew, lentils, jambines. We have put out the fire inflammation with our fire department sardines. The site is perfect. The bricks are delivered. The roads are clear. The fire is out. There is just one last problem. The workers, your muscle cells, are all asleep. They are sitting down, hard of hearing, ignoring the bricks. This is the lazy worker problem. It is the greatest challenge of all after 60.
This is System Solution 3, flipping the master switch. The lazy worker problem is very real. It is the medical condition we've mentioned before, anabolic resistance. Anabolic means to build. Resistance means your body resists the signal. Your workers, your muscle cells, are hard of hearing. You can't just whisper at them, eat a little protein. You have to shout. You have to flip a master switch to turn on the factory lights and force them to start building. That master switch is a pathway in your body called mTOR. The $60 protein powders like whey try to flip this switch. They do it by shouting with one voice, an amino acid called leucine. And that is good. That is one way to do it. But what if there was a $1 food that did not just shout? What if it walked over and physically flipped the switch itself?
This is the final and most magical $1 food. This is food 4, the whole egg.
The comeback of the whole egg is, as the opponent said, a miracle of science. For decades, we were told to throw away the yolk. We were told it was bad. This was a terrible, terrible mistake. We were throwing away the master switch. The opponent's video was 100% right about that University of Connecticut study. Eating whole eggs with the yolk produced 40% greater muscle protein synthesis than eating just egg whites. Why the protein, the bricks, is in the whites. So what is in the yolk? The yolk contains, yes, vitamin D and omega-3s, but it also contains a secret weapon called phosphatidic acid. This phosphatidic acid is not a brick. It is the foreman's hand. It directly flips the mTOR switch. Do you see the difference? The $60 whey powder just gives you one brick leucine and hopes it is loud enough to be heard. The $1 whole egg gives you all the bricks, perfect protein, plus the foreman, the yolk who physically flips the switch and forces the workers to use those bricks.
This is the complete system. The powder is just bricks. The egg is the bricks and the boss, who tells them what to do.
And that is why the egg-eating group in that other study gained twice as much lean muscle as the supplement group. The supplement group was just dumping bricks on sleeping workers. The egg group was flipping the master switch with the yolk and then delivering the bricks with the white. It is a complete, intelligent $1 system.
So you see, the old construction site is now fixed. We have bricks, we have roads, we have no fire. And now with the egg, we have flipped the master switch. The workers are finally awake. Now and only now can true muscle building begin.
So let's take a step back and look at the master plan we've just built. We've solved the protein paradox. We've learned that you cannot fix an old construction site by just dumping more bricks like $60 protein powders onto it. That is a waste of money. Instead, you must be a wise builder. You must use the whole system. First, you must have the bricks, cottage cheese, and Greek yogurt. Second, you must repair the roads your gut with the road crew lentils and black beans. Third, you must put out the fire inflammation with the fire department canned sardines. And finally, you must flip the master switch anabolic resistance with the foreman whole eggs. The $1 foods are not just bricks. They are the entire system all in one. Now, Dr. Hinohara, how does a person put this system into practice in a real day?
This is the most beautiful part. The system is not complicated. It is just wise timing. Here is what a whole system plan looks like. For lunch, you have your lentil or black bean soup. While you are repairing the roads, your gut, in the middle of the day, you are feeding your road crew, your microbiome, so they can get ready to absorb the bricks that are coming later. For dinner, you have your canned sardines on a salad or with some slow burn toast. Why, you're putting out the fire. You are cooling down the construction site inflammation before the night shift begins. The next morning, you have your whole eggs. While you are flipping the master switch, you are waking up the lazy workers' mTOR and getting the whole site ready for a day of building. Before you go to bed, you have your small bowl of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. Why, the site is ready. The fire is out. The roads are clear. The workers are awake. Now, you finally deliver the bricks case in all night long for them to build with. Do you see? It is a cycle. It is an intelligent system. Each $1 food prepares the body for the next one. The 60 powder is just bricks. This is strategy.
That is the entire secret. Stop wasting $60 on one incomplete piece of the puzzle. Start investing $1 at a time on the entire powerful system. Your muscles don't care about a fancy label. They care about a system that works. If this old construction site system finally made sense of muscle loss for you, please do us a great favor and hit that like button. And please share this video. We all have a friend or loved one who is wasting their money on incomplete bricks. This system could be the owner's manual they need to finally get their construction site working again. If you are not yet part of our Healthier Daily community and you are ready for more in-depth, no-fluff health guides that give you the system, not just the list, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And for our final builder's question, which part of this three-step system fix plus the bricks did you realize you were missing? Were you forgetting the road crew, gut health, the fire department, anti-inflammation, or the master switch, the egg yolk? We would love to read your biggest aha moment in the comments below. And as always, a final reminder, the information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult your own doctor or a registered dietitian to create a protein plan that is safe and effective for your unique health needs.
Thank you for joining us. Stop just buying bricks. Start building the system. Be a wise builder. Be well.